Cujo, you could take me out and put Cujo now, the Minister Cujo. She appeals for support for high-risk young men. Really, Shamfa Cujo? Let's hear what Shamfa Cujo said. Sport and Community Development Minister Shamfa Cujo has expressed concern that many young men who are willing to make positive changes in their lives are not being given a fair chance. She appealed to the business community to do more to empower young men facing social challenges. There are business people who are usually out there complaining about the youngsters from East Port of Spain. And some of them, when we reached out to them to take a couple of interns, they did not facilitate. So we have to be part of that change we want to see. Cujo implored stakeholders to invest in men. She said work has to begin in every corner of society for a significant turnaround, as the country can no longer afford to turn a blind eye to men. As big and as bad and as independent as any woman may be, even myself, we need you men, said Cujo. Well, Minister Cujo, let me tell you something. What you are talking about, these young men who needed an opportunity, who needed investment, don't call on the business community. That is the job of the government first and foremost. That is what live sport was. You are now trying to mentor a few people superficially with some sprinkle of salt without getting in there with a meaningful plan, proposals, and to identify talent and move forward. Live sport that you and your government lied on and stopped and made forced to shut down. We had 2,378 of these young men you are talking about who were actively involved in crime. And in live sport, live sport gave them a means to put some money in their pocket, 1,500 stipend, to get 2 meals per day, 5 days a week at $75 per day. When you and Faris Al-Rawi said that's corruption because big strong black man could eat $9 because school feeding program was doing it for $9. They were national heroes, football, basketball, cricket, national captains, footballers, Angus, Eve, Roger, come down the road, all of the greats were there, interacting with these gentlemen every day, 5 days a week, week in, week out. Sociologists, guidance counselors, psychologists, at least 93 of them were put into MIC to train and learn a trade and learn welding. You came and your government came and shut down 12 MIC centers built by David Lee. About 85 of them were put into NESC centers to learn trade, electrician, welding, and so on, high-paying jobs. 12 of them were actually being taken off the streets and were being trained to do deep-sea diving like our Paria divers, that high-paying job. That's what was happening in live sport. And you come now, when the situation 8 years after your government has gone to the worst level in history. Why didn't you tell the people that in the 24 months of live sport, only 2 young black boys died from that within that program? Why you don't say that? All the lies, all they like to say, just talking innuendo without fact, lying to the population about live sport and killing fields. Nonsense. From the program, 2,378 in a 24-month period, the statistics would have shown back then that over 75 of them would have died by violent means. Two is still a lot, but only two died in that 24 months. Now in Trinidad and Tobago, young black boys, their blood washes the earth red across the board, from Caranach, for Scorpion, Bagatelle, Diego Martin, East Port of Spain, Enterprise, Pinto, Carapo, go down into Labre, Marabella, Point 14, all over Trinidad and Tobago because of the lack of investment. So don't call upon the business community to do your job. The business community will hire once the boys have been disciplined, they've been inspired, they've been given a chance, they've worked hard, they've been trained in MIC, trained in NESC, then they move on to get employed. You do nothing. You leave them there to die. And you talking about give them a chance and let other people make sacrifice, and you need a man? You really need a man? Good for you. I'm happy. But you are a waste of time. So don't come with a sprinkling of nothing when your government under Keith Christopher Rowley, what irks him is that Anil and Kamala took millions of dollars and pumped it down on the ground to give people an opportunity to live and survive and have an opportunity and a share the pie. All you only want to eat all the pie in the cabinet with 550 recusals and counting, with corruption and Noel Garcia billing everything from hotel in Tobago to airport in Tobago, hospital in Tobago, Prime Minister residence in Tobago, hospital in Trinidad, health center in Trinidad, community center, fire station, sports stadium, every house in Trinidad and Tobago, president's house in Trinidad and Tobago, red house, all the buildings, the 7 magnificent 7, around the 7, all Noel Garcia, Noel Garcia, Noel Garcia and Rowley. And you come in to tell the business people, take care of the little black boys, but you tell the black boys vote for you because all you love them and care for them, and Indian brown people don't like them. That's the race card that you all play. And now you come in here when you have lost control of the situation. Crime is out of hand and it is spilling over on the streets. Innocent people are being robbed and killed every day, and you come now to blame the business community when you have done nothing. You have not invested in sport. You have not sent our footballers out. Our netball girls and basketball girls have to do curricule to try to go and get outside. Our hockey players land the same day and have to play international matches. Our cricket is in a mess. Our football is in a mess. The TT Pro League is in a mess. The Super League is in a mess. There's no investment in sport. And you come to talk with your arrogant self because you have a nice handbag, girl? You better go and look for Watson Big Toe, yes? Move, see that?